Yan po yung focus po namin ngayon.
Mm.
Yun ang focus namin. And we will see to it that, if na po namin dito, if all the documents will show that there is culpability of the contractor and some of our people, and we'll find all the necessary charges immediately.
Mhm. Kasi paano po maibibigay o mananalo itong contractor na ito sa bidding kung wala naman talaga sila, at bakit doon na ano na nagsangay-sangay na, no, Sec, mula po sa even yung sa Bids and Awards Committee, 'di ba? Paano mapapanalunan 'yon kung hindi naman kung wala naman itong dalawang contractors na ito?
I think, paano naman po dito, I think the physical presence during the bidding, hindi naman nila, not necessarily that the owner, but the representative should be there during the bidding po process. And yung documents nila siguro naman are authenticated and they're qualified to bid. Ganun lang pa naman. Kasi there are three basic documents that I think we have to secure from them. Yung una, yung license nila that is issued, contracting license nila that is issued by the DTI, the accreditation board, tapos yung the required equipment that will be used, whether on or leased, and then actually your net financing contracting capacity po nila that is issued by certification from the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Kagaya po itong MG Samidan Construction na may kapital lang na 250,000 pesos noong 2019, pero nakakuha ng 5.3 billion pesos na halaga ng flood control project.
Iba ho yung panila sa company po nila. Hindi po yung pag-establish po nila ng company nila is a different issue. Ang tinitignan po namin dito is yung net financing capacity po nila. Not financing, contracting capacity po nila based on their total assets. Based on their total assets. If you have a total asset of, let's say, 1 billion, according to our procurement procedures, you multiply that by 15. So you are allowed to bid up to 15 billion. Yung mga ganun po.
Pero maliban po doon, ay ano pa po yung ibang mga qualification dapat ng isang contractor bago makapasok sa bidding? May numbers of projects ba dapat na natapos na at yung halaga na nagawa na nila?
Opo. Actually, when they get their license, ini-scrutinize po ng DTI yan whether they are classified as Class A, Class A, Class AA, AAA.
Opo, oo.
Yun po, sila nag-scrutinize according to their experience and yung pong net financial contracting capacity po nila.
Sa ulat po ng aming reporter sa Oriental Mindoro, napunta ang isang phase ng flood control project sa Bigaan River sa New Big 4J Construction na blacklisted na po noon pang 2016. Bakit po kaya nakalusot yung mga ganito?
Alam po ninyo, pagka blacklisted ka po, yung blacklisting mo is actually ang penalty mo is you cannot bid in any infrastructure project of government for 1 year lang. For 1 year.
1 year lang.
Yes.
Tapos after nun, pwede ulit.
After 1 year, then you can bid again.
Okay.
And then you have to get back your license.
May mga report din po ang asawa ni COA Commissioner Mario Lipana ay nakakuha ng flood control project sa Bulacan. Hindi po ba malinaw na conflict of interest ito, Sec? Wala ho ba ring screening na ginawa sa mga kontratista? Pero as a public official din at asawa ng official, they should also know that they shouldn't be getting involved. Hindi ho ba?
Well, ang kwan lang namin dito, we don't really kwan ho yung mga personalities at this point in time po. Ang sabi ko nga, for as long as they have the contractor's license and they have the capacity to implement the projects, yun lang po naman ang criteria namin for to pre-qualify contractors to bid.
Mhm. So tingin nyo ho, dapat may mga pagbabagong dapat gawin para
Dapat lang
doon
po
sa mga
siguro,
qualification. Go ahead po, Sec.
Dapat lang po siguro, and I think this has been being discussed actually at Congress to amend or prescribe the guidelines for contracting under the under procurement law.